Support for women causes and empowerment were high on the agenda at the 2016 Women's Forum in Port Moresby. The forum also looked at key issues affecting women, one of them sorcery. Jacqueline Yala reports.
Understanding where they place women in our culture.
The 2016 Women's Forum has identified some major issues affecting women in the country. Hundreds of women around the country attended the 4 days forum organized by the United States Embassy and Community Development Ministry. This year's theme is Empowering Women. Her success is your success. Some of the topics discussed were developing women leaders, role model in parliament, role model in places of influence, eliminating sorcery-related violence, eliminating gender-based violence, and many more. Since gender-based violence is common in PNG, the United States Ambassador to PNG, Catherine Gray, said she wants to be the role model and fight against this.
I think we need to address gender-based violence, which is still very pervasive in society. And there's many ways where I think that, especially as a female ambassador, I can be a role model to the women here and their futures.
Workshops were also conducted to address women's health issues and other topics. Some major issues raised includes PNG having the highest mortality rate in the world. Breast and cervical cancer kills more than 700 women every day in PNG. More than 900 mothers die in rural areas of PNG while giving birth. This is caused by childbirth in rural homes. This is because PNG doesn't have radiotherapy machines, lack of funding, and most importantly, cancer was not captured in National Health Plan and there is no policy for cancer. Despite these challenges, Dr. Luti Amos, who is a specialist obstetrician gynecologist in NCD Health Services, educates the women on how to avoid cervical cancer.
So when you know the cause, is it preventable? Yeah, you know the cause, you can prevent it. When you don't know the cause and you have so many contributing factors, are you targeting one of something? You're not clear. So what you mean is that of course there is a way where you can prevent them. Either you avoid that, what causes it, or you detect it and you can treat it early as well.
Educationist and consultant Dr. Arnold Waine points out that PNG has only one outdated machine in lay and most women die trying to access that machine.
Some 10 years ago, we had the money, not now. Some 10 years ago, we had the money to, make some solid veins in the cancer. They reckon. This one cost about 135 million. This machine is the one is in lane now. It's called a compact machine. It was bought in 1973. That's the one that only silver laser, but it's outdated now in the rest of the world.
The closing of the workshop also highlights cancer, a biggest threat among women in PNG, and how to address it, including awareness campaigns on the issue. Among the women participants were few men and the leader of opposition, Don Pollier. Pollier urged the government to prioritize women issues, especially all types of cancer.
Through our parliament, we have not been addressing those issues, real humane need issues that we're supposed to be addressing. I believe that the issues addressed have been far from the needs of mankind, especially, like you say, women and children and men. We need to refocus our attention to serving the need of Papua New Guinean citizens rather than serving our interest. Therefore, the women raise the issue on all types of cancer. This is a very sorry state of affairs.
Pollier also commented on issues discussed and raised by women leaders during the closing of the forum on outdated law for women and children in the country. Pledges were made by many women on issues affecting women folk, which require more awareness in their respective provinces and communities. A women leader from Kevieng in New Island province said more women in her province are dying from cervical cancer.
Cervical cancer, plenty mama inside law province, die. Even though this disease is a preventable disease, but because local sana the way on mama is a feel, lo no can come out openly na talk lo this la sick because all is a same lo sisa custom na coco. Me ba go back, ba me caramel templates, me asking finish lo line lo cancer foundation. When I travel to do the work of the Women Council in the province, I'll make sure that I bring all those pamphlets throughout the province and give it to the simple women folk in the rural areas and tell them that this disease can be cured.
She made an undertaking to go back and do more awareness on that issue, urging the 21 provincial government to at least purchase the radiotherapy machines for provincial hospitals to save mothers and young girls. University students attending the 4 days 2016 Women's Forum also gave their word of support to go back to their respective institutions and carry out awareness on cancer and other issues affecting women and girls in the country. Founders for major organizations that promotes women and girls in the country, like Crying Mary, said it will focus more on empowering women and girls by sending more girls to school, including inclusion of women at the decision-making level, more women in business, and many more. Supporting the women and issues discussed during the forum, opposition leader Don Polier said PNG needs to educate more women and allow them to participate in the political arena. The 4 days forum ended on a high note with a draft recommendations put together by women from the 22 provinces in the country.
Jacqueline Yalla reporting there. This is PNG Tonight. Coming up, experimenting a new mushroom species in the Eastern Highlands province.